Hello there, it's Thursday the 21st of July 2016. I'm pleased to report the heat has cooled off slightly. It's very, very pleasant this morning. I almost pushed the boat out this morning. Not that I'm in the sea. A lot of people would probably like me to jump in the sea, but I'm not in the sea at the moment. I nearly pushed the boat out this morning and set up in the garden and gave you a garden show. And then I thought, no, I can't be bothered. So here we are again, back in our purpose-built television studio for another little chin-chat with you. Yes, the heat's gone. Was it Wednesday? I think in Wednesday's papers, all the papers were going mad. Look at this. Meltdown UK at 92 degrees centigrade. Heat wrecks, travel chaos. But now storms are on the way. Thunderbolts and lightning will be flashing before your very eyes, dear. There will be floods. It is the end of the world. Has anyone rung Noah? Hello, Noah. Please build me an ark immediately, dear. You know, and we can only have two of each thing on. So it'd be me and someone else. Probably Father Danny, actually. Yeah, it'd be me and Father Danny. Oh, I've got an email from Father Danny. You know Father Danny is the priest at our local church where I go to on Sundays. And we have humorous emails going to and from at the moment. We have humorous emails. And he quite likes my singing. I don't know why. I don't think I'm a particularly good singer, but when I'm standing at the front of the church, I do sing quite loudly. Lord have mercy, and all that business. He wants me to do some work in the church, and I don't know what. So he's asked me to go in for a cup of tea. Me, a mere mortal, asked me to go in for a cup of tea, so I'm going to see Father Danny and see what we can do. Trouble is, I'm very restricted with time, you know. I'm always doing something. Where am I going to fit anything else in, dear? We need to fit things in. So that's the heat. I'm very pleased that stopped. It actually... Oh, did it say anything else? I was going to read it. Oh, here we are. So this was on Wednesday, okay? Rail trucks buckled and roads melted, dear, as Britain sweltered through the hottest day of the year yesterday. If you were a witch, like on The Wizard of Oz, you would have melted. I'm melting! Melting! Ah! And gone. Wouldn't it be good if that could happen to bad people? You know, if him up above now and again decided, no, there's lots of bad people, and he pushed a button and it would get very hot suddenly, and all the bad people would suddenly melt. There'd be no one left in some of the towns in Britain. I'll tell you that now. Yes, buckles, and I don't understand how it gets so bad. Apparently it was warmer than Barbados. Down away where the nights are gay and the sun shines daily on the mountain top. I took a trip on a sailing ship, and when I reached Jamaica... Oh, that's Jamaica, isn't it? I always get it wrong somewhere. Never mind. Anyway, we're all back to normal now. And it's a very pleasant temperature outside at the moment, around about 19 degrees centigrade, approximately 68 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's it. Let's have a look. So the quiz was quite good last night. Interesting enough, when I went into the quiz, into the King's Head Theatre Bar last night, it was extremely hot. So I did the quiz for 2 hours, and when I came out, it had already started cooling down. And when I got back home last night, which was about, got in last night quite early, around about 10 to 12, it had cooled down considerably, so I didn't need the air conditioning on. I just flung open all the windows, and I slept with my windows open, boys and girls. Anyone could have broken in and taken advantage of me last night. Yes, but nothing happened. Again. Unfortunately. So I slept with the windows open last night, and that was all well and good. Here's the thing I was thinking last night, for some reason. If you was to die, and someone told me this would happen, if you was to die alone in your house, and you've got like a pet, a cat, right? Would your cat eat you? Because someone told me a few weeks ago on the quiz, it was Eamon actually, Eamon, who's one of the regular quiz people. He told me your cat would actually eat you if you were dead. And I got in last night, and I don't know why this just came into my mind. And I thought, I looked at the cat, and I think, you know, I'm stroking it, and she's round my legs, and you give it something to eat, and she's noshing up her food. And I thought, I don't think, how could she, I looked at her and I looked at me, how could she possibly eat all of me? You know, I mean, she might have a little bit here, maybe a couple of fingers before she goes back to sleep. You know, it gets up, moans, walks around the kitchen, moans a lot at me, right? Goes and has something to eat and then goes back to sleep again. That is her entire life. That is the life of my cat, Katie. She gets up, moans, goes and has something to eat, and then goes back to sleep again. She does that several times a day. But I don't think she could eat me all. Maybe bits. I mean, I suppose I'd be all right for a couple of days, but then I'd go a little bit manky, wouldn't I? I think you turn black. Do you turn black? And all the fluids ooze out of you. Oh, she'd be licking it up off the kitchen floor. Sorry, are you having breakfast or dinner at the moment? I do apologise. I'll move on to another subject. Oh, one other thing I did at the quiz last night, and it did get a bit of a cheer, and I had to quieten down the audience quickly, because the people at the theatre, they saw a bit of noise, and they looked straight at you like that. They do. We can't have noise going in the theatre. We have to be good people. We have to do as we're told. You know I'm always do as I'm told. I might be looking at you thinking, yes, okay, yes, okay, yes, okay. But actually, would you like to know what's really going through my head? No, maybe not. Maybe not. But yes, I got a little bit of a cheer because during the music round yesterday, which I compile and devise with my own little hands, one of the songs yesterday was NSYNC, Tearing Up My Heart. I'm tearing up my heart when I'm with you, which I've done at karaoke a couple of times. But I also do the boy band dance. You know, and that was they were very impressed by my boy band dancing last night. So I'm quite pleased. But I'm not going to perform for you today, boys and girls. I may do Tearing Up My Heart at one of the coming up karaoke nights with new lights, which are set up in my room at the moment. I should probably switch them to automatic. That's the easiest thing to do. And they flash and turn. I was gonna do a little. I might try and get the camera down into the video, into the living room and show you. On the other hand, no. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll set them up on the stage and I'll do a little video like that at some point during the weekend, and you'll see them. And I'll do my Tearing Up My Heart when I'm with you. Cheering and clapping. And shh. They're like this. They were looking at me. I could see. Like it was my fault. Like it was my fault that for a few moments I was a superstar and people were clapping. By the way, do you like the new shirt? Now, how much do you think I paid for this? Look at this. It's in NHS Blue. I've decided to call this NHS Blue. I mean, can you imagine being in a hospital or a doctor and I appear with a pair of rubber gloves on, waiting to examine you? Yes. How much was this? Look, bargain dear, £12 from Burton's. It's lovely, isn't it? And I'll come a bit closer. Can you see it's got little white bits? I'll come closer. Come closer and listen. My heart goes boom, bang, a bang when you are... Lulu, actually. Lulu. I do that one at Garry. Oh, wait, look. Can you see the little white bits, little white freckle bits? Can you see them? Closer. There you are. That's better, isn't it? Little white bits. I like this. Bargain at £12. I went in there the other day for a white shirt, which I wore last week. I haven't got any white shirts. Which it's nice, but it's a bit thick. So it does get quite warm in that. Now, the thin white shirts, I mean, they really don't do you any favours if you've got a little bit round the waist, do they? Have you noticed that? You're just vile. I looked at myself in the mirror and I thought, I'm not buying one of those thick, sort of the same material as this, but white. And somehow the fat really seems to stick out from your waist in that, doesn't it? Oh no, so I didn't buy it. So I bought the thick one, and I bought this one and another one with little red bits in it, which I may wear for you tomorrow. Okay? We like to try and keep it nice and fresh in the clothing department. Someone should be paying me each week as some sort of clothing allowance or something like that to try to keep me trying to look decent, half decent for you. So would my cat eat me if I was dead? There's a question for you. Answers on a postcard, please, or even better than that, just send them, put a little message underneath here and see what you think, okay? Lovely to see. Did you see, I think it was Tuesday, Theresa May on Prime Minister's Question Time. Oh, she ain't going to muck around with anyone. She slaps them down, dear. slaps them down. I love it. I love her. She's fab. Fab. And, you know, let's face it, we had Margaret Thatcher, and ever since then it's just been a total disaster. Put a lady in charge of Prime Minister. Yeah, well, we've done it. Put a lady in charge. She's going to sort it all out. I know she is. And anyone that crosses her, she just slaps them down. I love it. I love it, dear. I love it. Men, you've got it all wrong. Women should be running on the country. I'm not sure about the driving, though. I think she should get someone to drive her around. Because, I've been watching several ladies trying to park their car. Oh, stop moaning, dear. It's not sexist, it's humour. It's humour. Get real. God, so I bet you... What about you, lady? Can you park your car? I rest my case, my darling. They've got parking sensors. One of my friends, Nicki French, who represented the United Kingdom, boys and girls, at the Eurovision Song Contest, has got terribly excited because she's got a brand new car. Yes. And I know she has trouble parking because she put on her post, she's extra pleased because she discovered it's got parking sensors on it. You know, the beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. Nikki, dear. All that money, love, and you bought a Mazda? Please. I've got a Toyota. Yeah, I have a parking camera, dear. A camera. Oh, it's wonderful. As you flick, you don't have to push any switches. As you go into reverse, right, well, I go into reverse like that. Nikki, when you're driving, my guess is when you go into reverse, it's as that. As you don't wait for it to stop, dear. You've got to wait for the car to stop until you put it in reverse. Otherwise, you get that. I bet you do, Nikki. Didn't you? And then you got your little parking. Beep, 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 beep. I haven't got that. I go in reverse. Click, click, like that. And a camera, a television picture illuminates in front of me in my centre console. Oh, it's wonderful. Wonderful. And I can see exactly what I'm doing. Sometimes when I'm a bit bored on the motorway, I actually pull over, Nikki. I pull over and I turn the car off and I switch it into reverse and then I see the camera and I go round the back of my car and do myself a little video show. I peer into the camera and I chat for like 10 minutes and I always feel better after that. I always feel better after good chat, don't you? I do. Love you, Nikki, and good luck. She's in a pantomime in Christmas. I shall tell you. Maybe we can have a little interview on the phone. I'm not sure we could get her around here. She didn't want to sit on my seats last time she came. That was a long time ago. Anyone remember that? Blimey, that was a long time ago. Do you want to look it up? I'll tell you what, if you want to look up the interview we did with the lovely Nicki French, stand by. Oh, there it is. Look. Someone's already put that in as a search because it came up then. There it is. Oh, my God. 2009. Right, type in to YouTube. You ready? United Kingdom Talk, Saturday, the 2nd of May, 2009. And there you will see an interview in a slightly less quality studio, which is where we are now, before I started decorating it and putting up all sorts of bits and pieces. Nicki French talking to me. Yes, little old me of no importance, this superstar of British singing and Eurovision came to my humble studio. Not only that, she bought me apple pie as well. How marvellous is that? What car did you have then, Nikki? Eh? Did that have parking sensors? Beep, 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 beep. Nicki French. Remember, United Kingdom Talk, Saturday the 2nd of May, 2009. We'll try and get her on the phone at least and have a little bit of a chat with her about her pantomime, perhaps a little bit closer to Christmas. Some messages have been pouring in, boys and girls. They've been pouring in. Jerry, because I was asking you, where do you watch this show? Jerry writes in, I was watching you on my TV this morning, Chris. It's got a great big TV. He puts me on there. Can you see all the wrinkles more on a big TV? I bet you can, can't you? Is it a 50-inch, Rob, job? Is it a 50-inch? I would like a 60-inch telly next. 60 or 65, that would be the maximum, I think. I think anything else in my living room would look a bit stupid. Yep, so Joey watches it on a big telly. Thank you, Joey. Rosemary Dixon says, "Hi, Chris. I love listening to you every day. Love your different topics. Some of them make me laugh. I find you a stitch. Oh, a stitch in time saves 9. And here is your thing, Rosemary. You have to collect for me 9 new viewers. Here's your homework, boys and girls. You have to all collect 9 new viewers. And let's be honest, it's far, far more exciting than collecting Pokemon. Oh, God. How stupid do people look as they're walking around and looking for a Pokemon? What the hell is all that about? When I was a child, I went out on my bike. I built camps in woods. We played games over Wimbledon Common. Now they're walking around, look at no interaction with anyone else, walking around on their phones all the time. So here's your homework, boys and girls. You have to find by the end of this month, so you've got plenty of time to do it. You've got 21, 31, 30, you've got 10 days. You need to find an extra 10 viewers for this programme. Can you do that? Can you do that for me, lovies? Can you do me that tiny little favour? Just a tiny little favour, eh? Can you do that? I don't ask for much. I don't ask for much. Just 10 extra viewers per viewer. Repost this on 10 people's walls and see the reaction you get. It'll probably be, who's that sad old man talking to himself in there? It'll probably be that, but it doesn't matter. We've tried. We've tried. Thank you, Rosemary. Adam says, "Hi, Chris. I listen to you through the radio in the van. And I also watched some of the old shows on Libsyn. Yes, all the old chat shows you can find at chrisreardon.libsyn.com. They're audio only, most of those. Could I ask also, Chris, if possible, when you're unable to do the show, could you upload one of those, upload one of the ones as like the new shows, a lot of fun features in them, like Cooking with Chris. Thanks again for all the fantastic shows that you do daily." Yes, I could just copy one of the YouTube links, I suppose, to one of the old shows. But I don't really know where things are, if you see what I mean. I couldn't say to you, for example, oh yes, there was a cooking show on the 1st of October 2005. I wouldn't remember that. I'd have to look for them. But yes, I take your point there. That might be a nice little thing to do, actually. All right, birthdays are coming up. Do not worry. I haven't forgotten your birthdays. Oh, he hasn't said my birthday yet. Oh, why hasn't he said? He must really hate me. And I don't hate anyone, dear. Only people that blow people up, dear. People blowing people up. I find that really offensive. I find that offensive. Now, where is it? An email has flooded in, boys and girls. There's only one man that sends emails, and that's Chris. But where is it gone? Oh, there it is. There it is. Oh, I thought I'd delete. I'm quite good at deleting things before I've done them. Chris says, "You asked for it, so I'm going to respond." This is Chris in the US of A. Yes. Soon to have a new president. Who's it going to be? That is the question. Is it the Clinton or the Trump? I'm not sure. I wouldn't put money on it, dear. I wouldn't put money on it. You asked for it, so I'm going to respond. You asked your viewers, where do you watch my show? I watch your show every morning while sitting on the toilet. Oh dear. Especially when I'm a little backed up. Nothing flushes me out better than watching one of your shows. Don't worry, I crack a window and flush twice before I'm done. I mean, I'm just concerned now. How many other people watch this show on the toilet? I can't lie to you. Often I will take in my mobile phone into the toilet and flick through Facebook messages. In fact, when it comes to my mate Ron, I often FaceTime him just halfway through and he goes mad. He quickly switches the phone off. Oh, come on, laugh, for God's sake. Don't sit... Oh, that's really disgusting. Oh, that's disgusting. For God's sake, laugh, you miserable people. What's wrong with you today? It's a joke, dear. It's a joke. No, it's not really. We actually do that. I've been meaning to ask you, During your show for over 10 years, it must be very therapeutic for you, don't you think? Yes, it is. I think it is. It really is. Now, let me tell you, today and often, it's 10:15 in the morning, okay? I generally get up round about 9 a.m. I get up at 9 o'clock, I have a cup of tea, I have my breakfast, always the same, porridge, blueberries and honey. I sit there and I think, oh, you know, I want to do my show. I don't know what to say. Don't know what to talk about today. And I come a bit, and I'm a bit, oh, I don't know if I want to do this. And let me tell you, this is no joke, Chris. The moment I switch the red button and it starts recording, something inside me switches on. That is absolutely true. And when I finish the show, it doesn't, I mean, okay, it dies down a bit, but compared with when I got up at 9 o'clock, I'm switched on. I'm on air, so to speak. So yes, I think you're absolutely right. It's very therapeutic. In fact, my mate says, it's your thing. It gets a lot off your chest. Not that I mean, I've done some very, very strong views on some stuff, you know, but I don't feel that this is the program to do that. This is very light-hearted. I've got some really, really strong opinions on stuff, okay? But I don't really say those on here because we don't want to upset anyone. We want it to be fairly light-hearted, so I'll keep those to myself. But yes, I think you're absolutely right, Chris. It is quite therapeutic for me as well. He says, let's pretend you didn't have millions of viewers. How can you pretend that, Chris? There are millions of people tuning into this every day. You know, but an extra 10 per viewer wouldn't go amiss, let's be honest. You know, I'm hoping soon to be sponsored, perhaps by Toyota. Toyota light bulbs, 25 quid, dear. I'm not sure if I'm going back to Toyota next time when it's time. I can't remember if this car runs out in November or the next November. I should have to take on my paperwork and have a look. Let's pretend you didn't have millions of viewers. To be able to turn on a camera and openly talk, having a bad day, having a great day, feeling lonely or depressed, or feeling excited or proud. To be able to turn on a camera, talk for a few minutes and know that your friends, family and oddly weird Americans are watching and enjoying what you bring to this world. I hope so. I just want to bring people a little bit of happiness here and there. And sometimes it's not happy things, is it? We've had things that are quite sad we talk about sometimes. And then he says a bit more, which I'm not going to read. You know what you've said, Chris. Thank you very much for saying those things. I find, and a lot of people are starting to pick this up at karaoke nights. Do you know what I'm not good at? Taking, what's the word? Taking credit. No, that's not the word. Taking, okay, you know when someone says you're really good at that? I'm not very good at accepting that. Sometimes, and I really, really hate this, the last karaoke singer of the night sometimes says, you know, they finish their song, can I just say what a great, oh, no, please don't. Let's just finish the night and that's it. I'm really not good at standing somewhere or sitting here, perhaps like someone like Shirley Bassey would do, or Barry Manilow, someone like that, you know, big, mega, not little me sitting here on me, but big mega stars, and they say, and everyone's clapping and cheering, and they're like, thank you I'm not good at that. Isn't that funny? Can't do that. I mean, it does happen very, very rarely, but no. So I see what you're saying, so that's why I'm not reading that bit out, Chris. Thank you very much. That's very nice of you to say so. One thing we haven't seen on your show in a while is a special guest in your studio. Keep on being you, my friend. Thank you, Chris. No, we can't have guests in here, dear. They might start nicking things. God's sake, man. Nicki French, when she was here, you know, I turned around and half the studio has disappeared, all being loaded into her car. Shocking. So we can't have people in here. No, I don't know why. There's no reason why no one's been up here to be interviewed. No reason at all. It's just how it happens. There is something I would like to do, and I've been toying with this for a while, but it involves time again. I'm so short of time All the time. There are not enough days in the week or hours in the day for me, especially when I sleep in the afternoon. Oh, well, don't sleep in the afternoon. No, I have to sleep in the afternoon to be ready for the job later on. But one of the things I've been thinking about, and I will do this, is meet the karaoke singers, where I go out. Now, I was going to do it on the phone, ring them up and talk to karaoke singers that you have seen on my karaoke streams on the show. I wanted to talk to them and talk to them about why they like singing and find out a little bit more about their life. I'm sure you would be really interested in that. I did think about doing it on the phone, but I don't think you'd get the effect that I want. I want to go out to places with my little... It's just an iPhone. That's all I film these on. With my iPhone and a microphone and talk to people maybe for 10 minutes about themselves. Meet the karaoke singer. That's something I'm sure I will do. I'm sure the very first person I will do will be Ray Reynolds, because he'd be well up for that. Ray Reynolds, yes. All right. Thank you very much for your comments there, boys and girls. Let's just read... where's that gone now? Birthdays today. Birthdays, come on, birthdays. Where are you, dear? Oh, and yeah, that's it. 1 minute. There we are. Birthdays. First of all, at the top of my list today is the lovely Martyn Daly, 59 years old today. Happy birthday, Martyn. You do hold a little bit of specialness in my heart, Martyn. I've got to tell you that. Don't know why. I worked with him first at the City of Quebec. Blimey, that's a year and a half ago now that's gone, that job. Oh, well, that's the way it goes, isn't it? And he comes along to Central Station and the Golden Line in Camden Town every week. Happy birthday, Martyn. All right. 59 today. Happy birthday. Happy birthday today to Sylence Johnson, who is a wonderful young man. Karaoke singer. He's been singing with me for ever since I've been at Hammersmith Belushi's. I can't remember when I started. I could look that up on my accounts, actually, to see when I started Hammersmith Belushi's. I'm sure it's more than 5 years ago now. But happy birthday, Sylence. It's been a while since we saw you. We need your lovely voice, sir. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to Jonny Pablo Morrison, who I met in the Two Brewers some months ago now. I haven't seen you since, dear. He works in one of the bars in London, or he was at the time anyway. Happy birthday, Jonny. Oh, was it Halfway to Heaven? I think you're working at Halfway to Heaven, Jonny. Happy birthday, sir. Happy birthday to Andy Henley of Radio Fame. Andy, you made it onto radio, dear. Oh, you've been there for a long time. FM radio, dear. Not little things like this. Proper radio with transmitters and everything. Yes. Happy birthday, Andy. And happy birthday today to Garry Lovegrove. Recognise your face. 45 years old today. Happy birthday, Garry. All right, my darlings. Here it comes. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, lovely people. Happy birthday to you. All right, boys and girls. Happy birthday to you all. Always remember, keep a smile on your face, even when you're really offended. I'm so offended. Love you all. Cheerio.